Hello everyone, have you ever watched a movie like The Avatar or Totoro and thought to yourself, wow, I really want to build a giant tree in Minecraft, or maybe you just want to build a giant broccoli next to your base? Well, today I will be showing you a couple handy tips and tricks when it comes to building your very own. We first start with placing cobblestone in an irregular weird circle. Even though trees are clearly not made of rocks, we get to form this shape from scratch. It also helps save some time and resources if you are particularly building this in survival. I mean, cobblestone, it's definitely an easy block to just get stacks of once you progress well into the game. So it is handy for building a framework of the build. Of course, you can always just choose to use other blocks, like sponges, or just go 100% wood if you want to decimate a nearby forest. Of course, another alternative you could choose is just go on creative mode like I am right now, and then you can always edit the tree into your Minecraft world if that's something that floats your boat. One important thing I would like to add to note when building a tree, it's nice to just give the trunk some creases just to give some bark texture. Personally, I just like to go in and out with a pattern until it gets high enough so that you can kind of see that pattern from a distance. I ended up making a mistake of not periodically backing away from the build to take a look at a rock tree. You don't have to do it, but it will make it less of a heartache to get a well-proportioned build. In my case, I was hoping for my own trunk to get bigger, so I ended up cloning a copy in case I messed up any adjustments to the original. Once I found the height and thickness of the shape satisfactory, the next thing I did was to cover up the rock structure with wood so that it actually starts to look like a tree trunk rather than just a pile of rocks. It is kind of personally relaxing to just shut my brain off while doing this, although make sure you just don't miss any spots where there's any cobblestone or any other materials exposed before you show it off to other people. After having an actual tree trunk completed, comes the next part where it is arguably time consuming if you choose not to be a wuss like me and build it in survival mode. Like some trees, you will want to add some branches at different levels with different lengths. This will make the tree look as natural as it can in Minecraft. I like to add the branches first before gradually adding a little more detail, such as making it look like it connects to the tree a lot more. This step is particularly easier to complete on creative, so because all you have to do is fly high and see if the proportions are what you want. As you might see by now, I had to kind of adjust the proportions of this tree quite a few times, which is completely okay, because it is definitely better to keep modifying rather than be disappointed in the end product, like a lot of things. Now off to the fun part. We gotta cover the bare wood with foliage so that the tree looks more alive. Unless you were hoping to have a more winter-themed tree, like the current season in North America. I found that it is relatively easy to just start with covering all the upper branches with leaves. I personally recommend focusing on that rather than just worrying how many leaves the tree is covering over the ground just yet. While covering the top parts, I would also say don't forget to cover the sides and occasionally wrap the bottom part of the branch just to give it a more smooth look to it. Once I had all the upper branches covered, I started adding some wood blocks in between the branches. This is to keep the leaves from disappearing if my settings allowed for them to decay naturally. I just needed to add enough logs so that I could fill the leaves in between the gaps. I didn't have to worry too much about the details, which again goes back to the convenience of appearances. Some small empty pockets might also be an aesthetic choice if you plan to copy and paste your tree to make a giant forest. Feel free to just keep checking from a bird's eye view or from worm view if you want to see how much area is being covered. And once you're happy with the end results, the tree is done. Any suggestions or comments on this build? Feel free to leave it on the comments, and thanks for watching. Bye.